So this is my second day before update video, where the last one I was just reacting to the gameplay reveal and just giving my thoughts about how disappointing it is. And I didn't realize that Fntastic, the developers behind the day before, actually released a 5-minute developer vlog style video that in the first minute it's basically supposed to show the life of the developers, and the first minute is just them traveling to Singapore and different locations and stuff, and just saying how they use the Continent app to communicate with their volunteers. So it is confirmed by this video that they are definitely have a culture of volunteers of Fntastic, and they say something like they are volunteers for life. So I don't know how that works. I don't know if they're doing that. I mean, it just seems it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right. And yeah, okay, so you've got volunteers, so they've got this culture of volunteers, but the question you've got to ask is why aren't they paying their volunteers? Why aren't they officially hiring them as staff members? That's what's very suspicious to me. And this guy, he's sitting at the laptop and he's watching day before footage, so he's not actually doing anything, and he's got like kind of another camera he's got like a screen recording of the game in the bottom right corner. I think he's kind of FaceTiming it with someone or recording the gameplay or something, and he's using MSI and just the motion capture. It feels like, okay, so you're doing motion capture. All this stuff is easily faked. That's what I'm trying to get at here. It's very easily faked. I mean, your basic game developments, okay, you're showing these modeling characters, sculpting characters, but that's fine. Anyone could just show sculpting characters. That's not what we want. We've got 3 months left till the game is launched. We don't want to see this right now. Or at least, if you're going to show this, show it alongside a 10 to 15 minute gameplay reveal. I don't understand why they're showing me shots of a guy sitting in the North Pole on his laptop and one guy sitting on the beach. They're trying to show like, this is how great development is at Fntastic. You can sit on beaches, you can sit wherever you want, you can work from wherever you want. This game has been in development for 4 years, and the life of these volunteers are better than any other developer out there. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. Again, they continue to show like code, they show assets that are being used in the game. Then you've got like a comedy section, you know, the girls dancing, there's like a meme and people missing appointments, having a good time on holiday. And then you've got back to the motion capture of guns and sounds, and that's what I kind of like to see. I do like to see that, when the guy's shooting a gun and just trying to get the sounds of the gun, getting the way the gun feels, and trying to maybe implement that within the game, of course. But then they show like there's some developers that work in extreme conditions. You know, he's there minus 71 degrees Celsius, and he's just there in his massive coat trying to get warm on his laptop in the middle of the North Pole. They've got people from all over the world supporting them with their game development process, supporting them as volunteers, and they've even got a brand new PC, he says, from Intel with the latest RTX video card from Nvidia. So I think that's from their partnership with Nvidia, and Nvidia might be supplying them and Intel might be supplying them with hardware as a cost, you know. Maybe that's what I'm saying, like if Nvidia and Intel are sending them products or sending them hardware, if that's the case, then it must be real. I mean, they must have done, you know, they must have had confirmation that this game is real. It doesn't make sense why, you know, it's I mean, they would be maybe if they went to their studios or one of their main headquarters and seen like, oh yeah, this is the proof of the game being real, this is the development. I mean, right now is a perfect time to check. Like, go ahead, Nvidia, send someone, you know, to go check a build of the game. Let me see the gameplay build. You've got 3 months, there must be a build. And if they're avoiding that, of course, then it's a fake, it's a scam, right? They do show some customization options and creating a character and upgrading the guns and customizing the guns, which does look very, very cool. I do love the way the guns look. I love the models of the guns. The guy in charge of marketing is called Lodi, and he's also a volunteer just like everyone else, it seems. And you know, if this game is real, then the guy says that he's been an expert in marketing and communication for over a decade, but You know, there's 3 months left of this game, so Lodi, you've got to market this game better if this is a real game, you know. People expected a 10 to 15 minute gameplay trailer, even a 7-minute, let's just say, gameplay, something of substance. And you know, if this is down to marketing, then this is kind of Lodi's fault. I mean, if you think about it, if they're getting a sponsorship now from the Continent app to promote it, they're getting paid for that, and that's another way of getting income for this game, you know, through Intel, Nvidia partnerships, sponsorships, free volunteers, the Continent app sponsorship. I'm sure there's many other sponsorships that they've been getting to promote and getting their monetization from this game project. I mean, if you really think about it, what it seems like that they hyped up the game just to show, you know, a less than a minute scripted reveal, and then they've got their Continent app sponsorship, which they knew their eyes would be on them, so now they can promote their little sponsorship with the Continent app. Was this just one cheap tactic where they kind of hyped up the game to then promote Continent app, which they probably had a deal for, which they definitely had a deal for, just to get a little quick payday? Most likely, it seems. I mean, the whole video was targeted just to show how great the life looked, and this is all down to the freedom that Continent app gives. Someone at Nvidia really needs to go over there and make sure that this game is 100% real. This is the perfect time to do it. 3 months away, they've got to have a playable build, and if this game is real and it is what it has been promised, then it's all Lodi's fault, to be honest. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out, God bless, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.
Send rocks across the pavement, hoping it will cave and swallow me whole. Wonder why my mind keeps on spinning. This isn't how living to me was told. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but it's there.